you guys saw the thumbnail slash the title for this video, you probably know why I'm all giddy. Okay, hold on. Let me just sit you guys down and then we'll chat. We'll chat. Okay. I'm going back out on the Appalachian Trail. Not to through hike, obviously. Not to through hike. Let me just throw that out there at you guys. I'm not through hiking right now. I'm not going out to finish the rest of the trail this year, but I am going out for a little section hike, and I'm excited. If you guys know Omi's AT Adventures from YouTube, she had posted a video, right? And I had commented on it, and she commented back being like, we should hike sometime soon together. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to work soon, but like, let me know. And then a few days later, she texted me and was like, hey, let's do a hike. You want to hike? And I was like, yeah, let's go. What do you have in mind? So we kind of like hammered out the details, and we are going to be going from July 23rd to July 27th. We're just doing like a little 4-day-ish section. I'm flying out there. She's going to pick me up from Asheville. And then right now the game plan is to hike from Standing Bear into Hot Springs. So she'll pick me up from Asheville. We'll drop her car off in Hot Springs, and then we're going to get a shuttle over to, I guess, Standing Bear. We'll figure that out when the time comes. We are about a week away, so that's next Sunday. Party's really excited for the section that we're doing, and I'm excited for it because last time when I was there, it was like 20 degrees and I was freezing cold. Everything was iced over. We had just gotten out of the Smokies, stayed at Standing Bear for a couple days, and we were hiking into Hot Springs. And so I'm excited now when we go. It's obviously going to be July, so I feel like all the trees are going to be filled in. It's going to be really hot. Not excited about that part, but I'm excited to, you know, obviously get back out there and like just see the difference in the trail. But anywho, the point of this video is to get prepped for this hike. So now it's time to pull everything out. I do have a few additions to my gear and a few things that I will not be bringing out with me that I had with me on the AT before. So I'm going to talk about that with you guys and just kind of like share what's new and whatnot. But I figured while I'm getting ready this week for this section hike, I'd take you guys along with me, show you guys how I'm prepping. This might be a long chatty video, sorry. And then tomorrow, yes, tomorrow, I'm going back to daily vlogs for a little bit. Tomorrow, I'm actually going to be out on trail, so you guys will see that video tomorrow. So yeah, let's get prepping for this little section hike on the Appalachian Trail. First things first, I already went ahead and permethrined my shoes yesterday when we were talking about doing this. Today I officially booked my flight, but yesterday we were talking about it and like it was a maybe, and I was like, I'm permethering my shoes since that's an easy thing I can do. But I do need to permethrin the rest of my gear. Welcome to my garage where the lighting is just wonderful. Okay, so I don't think I showed you guys this yet on the channel because I thought it'd be kind of boring. I'm a little weird. I'm a little crazy. Ask me why I did this. I can't tell you. But I purchased another Gossamer Gear backpack. I think I talked about it in my, if I were to do the trail differently, what I would do differently. And I talked about I would probably get a new backpack. And when I said that, I didn't necessarily mean like I wanted to get a new backpack right now. Like I thought I was gonna continue using the Gossamer Gear Mariposa that I took out with me on the trail. And then I was at home and I was seeing everyone's posts on Instagram and how they were out on the trail and I wasn't, and I was at home and I was all sad and depressed. So I bought a new backpack.
And here's where it gets even crazier. I literally bought the same backpack. I bought the Gus McGear Mariposa 60 liter. The only difference is I did get it in a large size because one of the things everyone kept telling me when we were on trail or before trail was that maybe I have the wrong size backpack and I should have gotten a larger size. So we got the large to try it out. If it sucks, then, and it doesn't like fit me well, because I still haven't even opened the box, but if it doesn't fit me well and it doesn't work out for me, then I'll just return it because they have a 30-day policy. And then I will just wear the medium size because that worked well for me on the trail before. So yeah, I filled up this entire thing with a bunch of hiking gear and whatnot. I bought this from Target. It has sand on it, yes, because Florida, we have sand. But basically everything that I brought with me out on the trail is like pretty much in here. My spork, y'all know, my spork. If you know, you know. But yeah, so I need to go through this and like figure out what I'm gonna bring with me, because there are some things that I don't want to bring with me, and kind of just get everything sorted. So for the next few days or so, that's what I'm gonna be working on. I also, which you guys would have seen before this video, I also need to get a bunch of runs in this week because your girl can't miss her dopey training. Let's get to getting things sorted and ready. So I'm also permethering my clothes. This is a difference. I'm not bringing out 3 pairs of socks because it won't be cold. I'm not nervous, like if one pair gets wet, like I can just dry it out during the day. Like it's not like it's gonna freeze and then I can't wear it anymore. So when I went out earlier, I brought 3 pairs for that reason, and also like making sure I had dry feet because of the cold. But since it's gonna be so warm, I'm only bringing out 2 pairs. And I am gonna have to purchase another pair of Injinjis just because the ones I had on the trail were like not doing great. Like they kept like going really far up in between my toes, like especially in between my big toe and my like pointer toe. I don't know what to call them. Okay, the next thing, and I can't really go in there right now and like talk to you because the dryer is actually going and I'll be noisy. But the next thing is I need to take out my sleeping bag. It's gonna smell. I washed it, y'all. I washed it and it still smelled like, but I put my sleeping bag, my down booties, which my down booties are another thing I'm not bringing with me, that I had with me on the trail before. The lowest it's gonna be is in the 60s, but I am bringing my 10-degree bag because I don't have another sleeping bag. So that's gonna be warm. I don't think I'm gonna bring my sleeping bag liner because again, it's gonna be warm. I'm not gonna need it with a 10-degree bag. But I do have this other like lightweight travel blanket that I brought with me the last time I went out in summer, and I brought that in addition to my sleeping bag. And what I ended up doing was like sleeping on top of my sleeping bag and then just laying the blanket on top. So I may end up doing that. Not positive. We'll see though. We'll see. Okay, we got the blanket. The laundry room's right behind me, so I'm sorry if you hear like banging and stuff. And again, this is another room in our house that doesn't have great lighting. We don't have a lot of great lighting in this house, let's just say that, so I'm sorry. But I'm gonna just take a quick whiff of my sleeping quilt. Actually not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I think by letting it like sit in this bag and not be stuffed in there, it kind of helped it. Let's see. I need to like shake it out a bit. I'm gonna just lay it over the railing here and kind of like let it air out a bit. Let it do its thing, y'all. So yeah, I'm just gonna let it chill over the railing. As y'all can tell, like in the middle section, there's not a lot of like puffing. At the bottom, there is like most of the down I feel like is in here, so I need to like redistribute that, but we'll get it done. We'll get her done. I Another thing I had sitting in this bag is I put, like I said, my down booties. I'm not bringing those, so I'm actually gonna leave them in the bag. And I did throw a dryer sheet in here to help it smell better, so maybe that's what made it smell better. But the other thing I need to let air out is my puffy coat. Live its life for a moment. I will come back to those in a couple hours. I don't want to leave them like fully sitting out just because we do have a cat and he likes to claw things. As y'all know, kitten, he's a little feisty. But I'm gonna let them air out just for a bit, just so that way they can not smell, which right now they really don't smell, and I'm impressed because I thought they were going to, because when we got off trail they were rough. But I think that dryer sheet in the bag helped. So tip, put your sleeping bag with a dryer sheet to make it smell better. I actually learned that on trail. My hiking partner, I don't know where she got the idea from, but she took a dryer sheet and just like shoved it in her clothes bag. And so when we would open up our clothes bag at night on trail, it would always smell good. So that's another little trick that I learned out there, is stick a dryer sheet in your clothes bag. So at least you get a nice like waft of something that smells good, even though your clothes don't smell good. I also started pulling out like some extra clothes. So I'm not bringing my wool sleeping clothes. I'm just gonna bring like a cotton t-shirt. I actually got this in Pigeon Forge when we went into Dollywood at the Walmart. And then I'm gonna bring just like cotton shorts to sleep in. And then I pulled out another like dried bag type thing, whatever it's called. It's a polycryo, basically a liner for my bag, and then my wallet, a new lighter, because I had to throw the other lighter away before flying back from the trail. And then the rest of my gear is in here. So I need to go through this and just pull out everything. I'm probably gonna do that tomorrow and like get my lighter packs list and just like pull everything out one by one and see what else I need. Oh my gosh, it's so clean. Oh yay. Okay, so one of the things I was looking forward to actually was, hold on, can't even see my face, was the new sit pad in the back here. I wanted to see what it felt like, because I have like my backpack that I brought with me on trail has the old, it was like the old version of it. So it had the old like sit pad that was like more like an egg crate. So this one is more flat, I feel like. So that'll be interesting to see how that feels. And then everything else looks pretty much the same. Let me see. These feel a little thinner, honestly, than my other ones. Hi. It's like 2 days later since I filmed those last clips. I didn't do anything yesterday, or I kind of did stuff. I went to the grocery store yesterday. My car has been in the shop this last week, and my roommate was out of town, so I basically like ate through everything in my pantry. I ate through everything in the freezer, like, so I had to do a regular grocery shop, but at the same time I was like, I'm gonna grocery shop for trail stuff because why not, right? Like, but I didn't plan on shopping for trail stuff going into it, so I didn't like film anything. But when I came out of it, I was like, I have a lot of trail food now, so I'm gonna show you guys that today. Sorry I didn't take you with me shopping, but I'm gonna show you guys what I got for food. Okay, so let's start at the top and work our way down. So obviously I had to get 2 smart water bottles. I do need to drink these because I can't bring them on the plane with me until they are empty, so I'm gonna work on drinking those today and then drying them out. The first day I'm gonna be flying in, and we're hiking that day, so I won't need any breakfast that day because I'll have it at home. But for the rest of the time, I'm gonna do what I did for the first section of trail and bring cereal. I think it's easy. It's not a Pop-Tart, semi-healthier. And then I have leftover carnation milk, so we'll stick that in the bag as well. So yeah, I'm gonna divvy these up into 3 baggies. So I have one for breakfast, day 2, 3, and 4. And then also with breakfast, I'm gonna be having like a goo packet, and then potentially one of these Nature Valley biscuits. We'll see how hungry I am after the amount of cereal I eat. Either way, I'll eat this at some point in time in the morning. It'll either be breakfast or with breakfast, or I'll have it as a snack. For lunch, I'm kind of doing something similar to what I did on trail before. I'm doing Lenny Larry's cookies. As y'all, probably the 4th day, I won't even need this one, but I'm bringing it just in case, because I don't know what time we're going to wake up at. But so I have 4 days worth of lunches, even though I probably only need 3. I'm going to do a Lenny Larry's cookie, and then I'm also going to have chips with it. So most of the sections that I did on trail, I packed out a bag, like a big bag of chips with me, and just put like a rubber band around it and called it good and just like ate from it as much as I wanted. So I'm going to do that again for lunch. And then for afternoon snacks, I'm going to have a fruit by the foot. And then I'm also going to kind of divvy these up into 4 bags. So I'll have some beef jerky with me as well. So that'll kind of cover snacks for me between this and this and this. I feel like I'll be covered for a lot of calories. And then for dinner, I have these backpacking meals. Originally, I was planning on doing a little local trail, and so I bought these to help me out for the local trail. And then I realized that it is too hot in here in Florida to do the local trail, and the trail is probably flooded because of it being hurricane season right now. So I had these left over and decided I'm going to take them with me on this section hike. So we have Mountain House spaghetti with meat sauce, which I haven't tried the one with meat sauce before, so that'll be interesting. I have a mushroom risotto by Good to Go, pasta marinara by Good to Go. Love these two. And then this one I haven't tried yet is the Cuban rice bowl. Again, I probably won't need a 4th dinner, so maybe I will save one of these and not eat them and try the Cuban rice bowl instead, because I haven't tried it yet. But anywho, got Cuban rice bowl for the 4th day, kind of as a backup, just because we'll probably be in town by then. And then I got 2 Snickers bars, one for the summit of Snowbird Peak, which I know I'm going to want that getting up there, because that is a big climb coming out of Standing Bear, and then one for Max Patch. And then I did bring Noon because your girl needs good hydration, and I'm sorry, someone decided to mow the lawn right now. So that is kind of what I'm bringing as far as food goes. I think that'll cover me for the 4 days. I don't think I'm gonna want much more than that. I don't even know if I'm gonna eat all that, to be quite honest with you. I feel like that's a lot of food coming from being at home and not having that like trail hunger. Although I don't think I ever really got trail hunger when I was out there, to be honest. Like the hiker hunger that everyone talks about, I don't think I had it. But yeah, so I think that'll be good. And then like if I do feel like I need more food or something, I'll just eat a little bit more from like day 4's. And then I think day 4, we're planning on getting into Hot Springs pretty early. Like I think we're camping at the campsite that's like 2-3 miles away from Hot Springs that last night. So, I mean, we could get in honestly before breakfast, and I wouldn't even need any of this breakfast stuff for that day. So yeah, I think that covers it for food. Now I just need to continue getting the rest of my gear gathered. I need to kind of like repackage all the food into the correct like Ziploc baggies and all that stuff. And then I think we're good to go, honestly. I don't think I really need to do much else. Just packing, and Kitten decided to pack himself, so I guess I'm carrying an extra 12 pounds of cat with me. So one thing that I am bringing that is different from when oh my gosh, my hair is crazy. Hold, please. I am bringing bug spray. I'm just putting it in this little baggie to pack it just in case it explodes, like in my check bag or something. It doesn't get everything else bug spray, but this is DEET free. I used it the last time I went out in summer, and it seemed to work okay in Georgia, so I'm hoping it works okay. I don't know, we'll see. If it sucks, then at least I know for next time that I need better bug spray than this. But I'm trying to do, since I am doing the permethrin on like my shoes and clothes and socks and all that, I'm trying to do stuff that's that doesn't have DEET in it for my skin. Oh gosh, yeah, but this is an addition. So I packed a bunch of my stuff, right? And I was looking at my list just to like double check, and like there's a few things that are in my car, which is at the shop right now, that I cannot pack. And so I was looking at the list, and the list says shoulder pads. So if y'all remember on my other backpack, I put these Z-Packs shoulder pads. If y'all see the black Velcro straps, I put those on this because it needed more padding. So I'm like, do I take them off? I feel like I should, just in case, because I don't want another like repeat of the Foothills Trail. But I don't know if I'm gonna wear them. So I feel like I'm just gonna stick them in like the mesh pocket, like on the front. And then if I feel like I need them, I'll put them on, right? Like I should bring them just in case so we don't have another Foothills Trail situation. Okay, the lighting is like all over the place right now because of it's like raining outside. So y'all hear thunder, that's why. But I'm still going through the list, and I got to the point where it tells me to pack my sleeping bag liner, and I told y'all I'm not bringing that with me. Okay, kitten. Why do you always have to be in the way? Like he always wants to be the center of attention. Anyways, and I was telling, I was telling you guys, I might bring this like travel blanket, and I think I'm not gonna bring it because I want to test out if I even need it or not. Like, I think I'll be okay without it. My only thing is like, I think I might feel uncomfortable sleeping on top of the sleeping pad because it'll be like sticky because it'll be too warm. But I think throughout the night, it's supposed to get, I think around like midnight, 1 o'clock every morning, it's supposed to be around the 60, like low 60s. So I think overnight it'll like cool off and I won't be so warm, but like probably like going to sleep like right away it will be. But I'm going to try and not bring it because I want to see if it's something where it's like a want versus a need. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I don't want to be tempted to use it because if I bring it, I'm probably going to use it. So let's see if I even need that. So if I do go out on the AT again in the future for a thru hike, we'll see over summer if that's something I need to like swap out or if it's something I can just live without, because that saves me honestly 8 ounces. That liner / if I were to bring the travel blanket like and just swap them out, those are both a half a pound, 8 ounces. So that saves me a half a pound right there if I don't need it. So let's see. Next thing on the list is I have to flush my filter with water. I ended up buying a new filter. If y'all remember, another thing on the Foothills Trail, I learned that your filter doesn't work when you leave it sitting for a long time and you need to flush water through it. So I tried my old one, and honestly, I was gonna get a new one anyways because it was really gross. Like it was time to get a new one anyways, like a new filter at least. And so I just ended up buying a whole new bag and everything as well. And I'm gonna do better about like storing it in the future, like when I get back from this trip. But it says to filter water through it first, so I'm gonna do that now. Okay, with the exception of like my first aid, my hygiene, my repair kit, I have everything else in the suitcase, and or it's like on a list of stuff I need to pack like day of, like things like my phone charger I need to pack, like put on my hiking shoes to wear on the plane, like little things like that, you know, that I need to bring with me. The reason why I'm not packing the hygiene and like first aid stuff yet is it's actually in my car. And the car's at the shop until tomorrow supposedly, so I should hopefully be able to get that before then. Otherwise I'm gonna have to go purchase a bunch of stuff at the store to bring with me. Not too much because honestly I'm only gonna be out there for 4 days, but I would like to have like just general like toothbrush, toothpaste, like a travel size of those, hairbrush. I guess I will chat with y'all when I am finishing up packing, and then we'll be out on trail in tomorrow's video.